Okay, sir, we can start. Uh, Mr. Bobby, sir, you can start now.
ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅದೇ Shall we start? A warm and pleasant good afternoon to all online present here. Vidya Vikas Manda, Sitaram Govind Patil, Arts Science and Commerce College Sakari, Department of Chemistry organized university level seminar for TYBSc and MSc Chemistry students on recent opportunity in chemistry science and research. On this occasion, we are extremely happy to have with us inaugurator, respected Dr. Gunwant Sonone sir. He is BOS chairman of KBC NME Jalgaon. President of this seminar is our college principal, Dr. R.R. Ahire sir. Our keynote speaker for the first session, Mr. Rahul Kangurade sir. He is a Deputy General Manager in Algeria, North Africa. Our second keynote speaker, Mr. Sunil Marathe sir. He is working in a Sakar Healthcare Limited in Ahmedabad. Vice Principal Dr. A.B. Patil sir, teachers and my beloved students. I welcome to all behalf of our department and college. As per our Indian culture, lamp lighting to inaugural ceremony, I request to coordinator to play lamp lighting video.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट कंटिन्यू करो.
Thank you, sir. As per Indian culture and tradition of our college, we honor and welcome to dignitaries. First of all, we would like to honor Dr. Gunwant Sonone, sir, the inaugurator of today's seminar, by giving him as a virtual bouquet. Sir, please accept the honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. After this, today's seminar was chaired by the principal of our college, Dr. R.R. Ahiri, sir, would also like to welcome you with virtual bouquet. Sir, please accept the honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. After this, we would like to welcome today's first session keynote speaker, Mr. Rahul Gangurde, sir, with virtual bouquet. Sir, please accept the honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Also, we would like to welcome the keynote speaker of the second session of today's seminar, Mr. Sunil Marathi, sir, with virtual bouquet. Sir, please accept the honor. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. D.V. Nagrade for preface of our chemistry department. Dr. D.V. Nagrade, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bali, sir. Today we are going to organize this research opportunity in chemical sciences and research that will provide how chemistry and other pharmaceutical industries are providing different job perspectives to the students, and they have a very bright future regarding this entire in chemical science and pharmaceutical science. So we are encouraging this all students from the EYBC and MSc students to attend this seminar and grab different opportunities and grab different information about different opportunities as well as in India as well as in abroad, because we have two renowned speakers here. One of our Sunil Marathi, sir, he is working in pharmaceutical industry in Ahmedabad. Another speaker who are from the Algeria. His profile is so one of the excellent profile I have read earlier that. From the behalf of the department and behalf of the college, I welcome to both our speakers. This our department is a biggest department in this college and have provided a lot of students as a chemistry special subject have already passed out, and our most of alumni are settled in a good position in various government non-government sectors. From this note, I want to stop here and hand over to my word vision. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite my colleague, Professor Sandeep Kadam, for the next session. Over to you, Kadam, sir.
Thank you, sir. I welcome all the dignitaries and all participants in the university level seminar for UIBSc and MSc chemistry students on recent opportunities in chemical sciences and research. In the first session, we have Mr. Rahul Gangurde, sir, as a resource person. It is our pleasure to introduce Mr. Rahul Gangurde, sir. Sir, working as a deputy manager, operational management, oncology, injectable, at Demoseeds Pharma, Algeria, North Africa. He has pharmacy professional experience more than 18 years in greenfield, brownfield. He has exposure
Hello, sir.
in parenteral manufacturing facilities, specially designed for containment system. Work in manufacturing oncology product facilities for liquid API and complex products. He actively involved in regulatory inspection
Has honored with the prestigious Best Department Award for his outstanding contribution. Now I request Mr. Rahul Gandhi sir to deliver his talk on journey from education to industry.
His area of expertise lies in operational management, qualification, validation, plant setup, project
Thank you, madam, sir,
management,
for
concept
this
to
great introduction.
commercialization, etc.
Now
Mr.
here
Rahul
I would
Gandhi
like to
sir
invite
has honor with and in contribution. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi sir
inaugurator,
on
Dr.
from
Gunan Sonane sir,
education.
to give the speech and chair this session for the first. Dr. Gunan Sonane sir.
May I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Good afternoon, one and all. Respected principal as well as president of this function, Principal Dr. R.R. Aire sir, respected guest of the function as well as speaker of the this university level seminar, Mr. Sunil Marathi sir, as well as Mr. Rahul Gangurde sir, Head Department of Chemistry as well as convener of this seminar, Dr. Deepak Nagaraj sir, all other faculty members of the department, PG students as well as UG students. So, good afternoon, one and all. I am very happy to declare that the university level seminar on recent opportunities in chemical sciences and research is inaugurated over here. So I also take an opportunity to congratulate S.G. Patil College, Sakri, for organization of this seminar. I am sure that such a kind of seminars are very beneficial for the UG students as well as the PG students, and as by using technical tools, international as well as national guests and expertise in different fields are available over here. And I am happy to see that the department is making such efforts to get more clear vision regarding the subject to the students. Such type of seminars will open different avenues as well as will enlighten our students to get more futuristic opportunities in different sectors, because chemistry is a wide subject and development in the chemical researches is always going on. Every day, every hour, there is a new development in the subject. So such a kind of seminars will provide a platform to the students, and that they will definitely beneficial for our students to get attract towards the research as well as towards the industry. So thank you for inviting me to this session as well as. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your nice words. Students also will get encouragement from your this few words. Now, that is a keynote speaker. I'm handwording to this session towards the Pradam sir.
Now I request Mr. Rahul Gangurde sir to deliver his talk on journey from education to industry.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I hope I'm audible and visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. I'd like to thank to S.J. Patil College, Sakri. Also, special thanks to Principal Dada Saheb Dr. R.R. Ahire sir, and all other technical and non-technical staff. So thank you very much giving me this opportunity to explain about the journey from education to the industry. So I have prepared one slide for this, and I would like to present that slide so that everyone will get properly understand what I mean to say and how the things are going to happen, right? So let me share the slide here. All right. So I hope my slide is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. So as we can understand that the topic of this slide is journey from education to industry. So today we are talking about the students who are there in the third year or who are there in the post-graduation in a chemistry. So this journey from education to industry, I will explain in a further slide. This is the basic introduction about myself, and I hope respected sir has explained me about much more, so I will not go into the detail about it. So let's talk about the importance of chemistry, right? What is chemistry and where we are using it, how we are using it. So the chemistry is the essential for meeting our basic needs. So everywhere there is a chemistry, right from the morning first minute to the last minute of our night. There is a chemistry, right? We are using our clothes, we are using food, we are using cosmetics. There are a chemistry. We are taking a water. Everywhere there is a chemistry, right? So the chemistry has given a very betterment to the society in terms of medications, chemicals, new formulas. Like in the COVID period, there was a chemistry, right? In the chemistry, we could develop a new molecules which are treating the diseases, difficult, non-difficult in simple way. So these are some basic important things for the chemistry. So I hope I will not go into the detail about the different department and branches of the the chemistry, like organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, biochemistry, physical chemistry. So let's turn to the more important points, the jobs and opportunities once you completed your graduation and post-graduation in the chemistry field. So there are different type of jobs. We can divide these jobs into the government sector or as well as the private sector. In the government sector, you have many opportunities like taking the job into the academic section or into the research and development section, where you can be a teacher to guide the student, or you will be a research scientist where you will develop a new molecules and help the society. Apart from these, there are some other private sectors where you will get the good job after doing your chemistry education. So these are like private sectors includes the pharmaceutical industries, chemical industries, environmental science, and lot many things. as the research and development control area, pharmaceutical and health, forensic science, environmental science, material science, and academics. So these are the different industries where you can apply once you done your graduation. The next slide is explaining about your job profile in the area where you are applying. Say, for example, you applied in the school or colleges, then you will be there as a professor. If you are applying for the government job, you can go ahead for the food and drug inspector, right? Of course, there are different exams for applying or getting the jobs in the food and drug inspector. Same in the professor. If you would like to go to the higher level into the professor or principal level, then there are some exams like CAT and all these things. Same for applicable for food and drug inspector. There are different exams that you need to crack it, and then you will get a good job in the as a food and drug inspector. In same way, you can be a research and development scientist. In the pharmaceutical sector, there are multiple roles of a chemist, like they can join in a quality control department, also in a production department. Later on, I will explain you more about the pharmaceutical sector because I am belongs about it, and I will explain you further. So there are another private sector is a chemical factories or chemical industries where you can join as a chemical engineer or chemical chemist. Then there are another one is a lab technician, then biotechnology research, and then forensic scientist. So these are the different roles, and your job profiles will be there once you get the uh, jobs in those respective sectors. So now, since this is my area, so I would like to explain you more about the pharmaceutical industry. So I have covered here the areas or the departments where the BSc and MSc student can apply and get the jobs in a different departments. So there are some departments like a quality control. In the quality control, it's majorly divided into the 2 points or 2 parts, where one is a physico-chemical and another one is a microbiology. So these two departments where the fresher or the experienced chemist like MSc or BSc chemist are required to take further activities into this department. Then there is a research and development department into the pharmaceutical industry where the new molecule or if any existing molecule is there to work on that and to produce a new drug or a new therapeutic actions drug. So this is also a department where all the graduate and postgraduate student can apply. Then there is another department which is analytical development. Analytical development departments, this gives the opportunity to the students that once the molecule is developed into the pharmaceutical sector, then we need to develop the new techniques to analyze it, to test it. So this is the analytical department where it is the bridge between the research and development to the plant level or the formulation level. So where the testing, how to do it, in which method, what equipment has to be used, all these things will be finalized and analyzed into the analytical development department. And there is a finally production department where the MSc and BSc student can apply and get the job. The production department is more focused toward the B Pharmacy and M Pharmacy student. But yes, of course, the production deals with a lot of chemical activities like manufacturing of tablet or injectable or capsules or gels, everything. So this is also chemical work where the chemistry peoples are required. So these are the different departments. Yes, of course, apart from these, there are some departments which I have not listed here because those are not associated with the chemistry section. So I would like to here explain you about the details of processes, what processes we are doing in the pharmaceutical industry, and in each process, what are the activities are going to be carried out by the chemistry persons, and how they are doing this activity, what method they are doing, what process they are following, that I am going to explain here. So first of all, in the pharmaceutical industry, you will have a R&D department, like a research and development department, where you will develop new drug, new molecule, or a abbreviated molecule. In the pharmaceutical term, we call it as a NDA and ANDA. NDA means new drug application and abbreviated new drug application. What happens here in the NDA, when you as an innovator or the developer who is developing the molecule first time, which is a new molecule or new drug or new medication, so that you will develop, and then you will submit it to the different agencies for their approval. So this is the NDA, and ANDA is something like which is already available, the molecule or drug which is already available in the market, and you are working with a different concept or different method with the same molecule, and you are developing that molecule as a ANDA. So here, especially MSc student, which are organic or I can say analytical chemistry persons, they can easily apply in the R&D department and they can get a good job here. So here you need to have a very scientific base knowledge here. You should understand how the chemistry works, how the reactions happens, how the bonding of each molecule happens. So that knowledge is very much required in all other field as well. So once you will develop the new molecule or the abbreviated new drug molecule, then these will be the given to the analytical development persons, where the analytical development person will take that molecule. He will develop the different methods like testing method. Example, we are doing the assay testing, we are doing the pH, we are doing the uh, TOC. So many methods are there where these analytical development person will go into the detail of this test. He will try to follow all the regulatory requirement. Like there are so many guidelines available, so many pharmacopoeias are available. Pharmacopoeia is one of the book where there are different methods are explained for each and every activity. Okay, so as per those pharmacopoeial requirement, these methods will be developed and tested and approved. Once it is approved, then it will be given for further usage to the QC department. So these methods are explained into the pharmacopoeia. Say, for example, the factory or the pharmaceutical industry, if the company wants to go for the Europe or for the US or the rest of the world, then they have to follow particular countries' regulations. Like, say, for example, our company is going to apply this drug into the US market. Then the US market have their own set of regulations, like they have a European US pharmacopoeia. So we have to follow those pharmacopoeia and their standards and their acceptance criteria. So the material or the drug will be tested according to those particular countries' pharmacopoeia. Also, when we are getting approval for those product, they will do a audit into our facility and they will check all the norms, all the specification, what they are following or what their document is saying. So that will be the first step of development and Second step of analyzing the product. Then the third step will be the testing of regular molecules. Like if you can see, the second point here is a sampling, testing, release of a raw material and packing material. Now, what is raw material and packaging material? For developing any molecule or for manufacturing any molecule, any drug, you need a raw material and also you need a packaging material. Raw material, which is something like a basic material which we are procuring, and on that material we are doing some process and developing that raw material into the finished product. That is a manufacturing stage. So whenever we procure some raw material and packaging material, it needs to be tested as per the different specification. So the QC department, where the QC microbiology and QC physicochemical sections, they are doing the sampling of all these materials. Say, for example, you have a powder or API. API is active pharmaceutical ingredient. A simple example is paracetamol example, a tablet. The paracetamol, the word or the content is a API and the rest is your bulking agent, right? So the main active drug is in a small quantity. So that small quantity of active drug is API, active pharmaceutical ingredient. So that API or other excipients, they are receiving it from the warehouse. They are doing its sampling. They are doing the testing whether these drug or these molecule or this powder in short, in simple terms, are meeting the test procedures, test requirements as per the respective country's guideline. Once it is tested, if the results are good, then it will be released for the further use. If the molecule or the powder or the drug is not meeting their standard requirement, then those will be rejected and a new lot will be ordered. So these are some basic requirements done by the quality control peoples. Then once these materials are released, then it will be sent for the further use to the production to do the manufacturing activity where they will develop the material, they will develop the product. Once this manufacturing activity is completed, then it will be packed and sent for the further disposal or further dispatch to the market. So here basically in a QC department, once they getting the product from the manufacturing stage, they are testing it at initial, at a middle, and at a finished product level. So say for example, we are manufacturing one powder or one solution for the injectable drug. Then we are doing or we are mixing the different chemicals into the water or some oily based product, okay, where the mixing stage will happen. That is your initial bulk manufacturing process. So from that bulk manufacturing process, you have to give certain portion or certain ml quantity samples to the QC department to check whether the initial stage is correct or not, whether the pH, whether the dissolved oxygen, whether the TOC, whether the assay, everything is meeting as per the requirement or not. Once this is done, we receive the green signal or the approval from the quality control department. Then these manufactured bulk will be filtered and given to the filling process where the different I can say different formats are there where these products are getting filled, like in a vials, in ampoules, in a cartridges. So these are different material where we are filling this product. And once it is filled, you have to initially also give the sample and finally also you have to give the sample to the QC department to check everything is correct or not. So these are the manufacturing step where the different sampling will be done by the quality control peoples and it will be tested and released. Then the next stage is checking the utilities like air, water, steam, etc. Because in the pharmaceutical industry, you are using a water, you are using air, steam, all these utilities will be tested in a different frequencies. And it will be approved that whether the good quality of air or the water is available or not. And these are the product contact parts like water or air or steam, or these are product contact parts. So it has to be get approved from the quality control department. So in a nutshell, quality control peoples are applying their techniques in all the pharmaceutical sections, like right from the manufacturing to the finished product. Okay. In this section where the sampling and dispensing will be done by the QC peoples, they need to also develop the process like a design specification and standard test procedures. These are the procedures that they will follow on the daily basis, right? So these will be taken reference from the pharmacopoeial standards, and it will be prepared as a standard test procedures which will be followed on a daily basis, where your daily drug will be tested and approved based on those specifications. Going next to the hierarchy pyramid. So I hope I have explained little bit about the roles and responsibilities of the chemist here in the pharmaceutical industry. Now, this topic, our discussion topic is that how we are getting the job and opportunities into the pharmaceutical industry. So once you have completed your graduation, then you need to apply for the jobs in the pharmaceutical industry through the the different areas. Like there are different ways to apply the jobs in the pharmaceutical industry. One of those is a reference. Say, for example, your colleagues or your relatives or your friends are already working into the pharmaceutical industry, then you can apply from the reference of that person into the pharmaceutical industry and you can get the job. Then there is another way to get the job into the pharmaceutical industry is a consultancy or a placement firms. Those are available all over the India, also in the abroad. So you can give your resume or your biodata to those peoples or those companies, and they can give you the placement or the job offer or the job call to join the pharmaceutical industry. So there are some big placements available, like big pharma jobs, 7 consultancy services or double HR consultancy services. So there are many consultancy services available, and you can search into the Google also, which is the best suitable for you, the location wise or the job profile wise. You can apply and you can get the job for the into the pharmaceutical sector. Then there is another method or another way to apply for the job is going to direct website for the particular company. Say, for example, a Pfizer or Dr. Reddy's or the Cipla. These are big companies. So you can directly go onto the website of those companies, and there will be a job openings or job opportunities section will be available, where you can fill all the details, you can attach your resume to them, and then they will contact you for the next action. If your profile is suitable as per their requirement, then they may arrange a interview for you, and once his interview is good, then you can get selected. Also, there are various social media platform also available, where you can identify or you can find out the jobs which is suitable for you. Like LinkedIn, one of the website or one of the app is there, where you can go, you can log in yourself and you can search for the respective opportunities in a different pharmaceutical companies. So these are the different, I can say, platforms available into the market to get the job into the pharmaceutical area. So once you entered into the pharmaceutical company, then there are a different hierarchy level. Hierarchy level means simply we also follow everywhere in our routine life. At our home also there is a hierarchy level. In your college also there is a hierarchy level. Hierarchy level means a step over one step, that how, whose order we are following and how we are following. So when you enter into the pharmaceutical industry, you will be joined as a trainee operator or trainee officer. That will be the entry level. Here you can see the red line at the bottom. It's like a pyramid shape structure. So once you joined into the pharmaceutical, there will be a number of or many peoples available at entry level position. Those peoples ranging their experience from 1 year or 2 years like this. Once they will grow, they will work, they will take the knowledge from the seniors during the work. And once they will read some procedures, standard operating procedures, some guidelines, some references. And after going to the next level, after having their experience like 3 years or 4 years, they will go into the intermediate level where their designation will be like a officer or a special analyst or some section head. So in the section, like in the QC department, especially if we can say, so there are raw material testing section or finished good testing section or some stability testing section. So these are the section heads you can be after you have a 3 or 4 years of experience. So once you cross this level, you will be reaching to the managerial level, which will be a third level into the pharmaceutical, I would not say a pharmaceutical area. This is, more or less pyramid hierarchy structure available for all the big organization, like in the IT sector or in a government sector. Everywhere, this kind of hierarchy pyramid is available. So in the third level, which is the first level of management, because here you can become a manager, like assistant manager or senior manager kind of thing. So where you are leading one complete department or a complete section. Once you reach here, you need to have a fair knowledge about your processes, your testing methods, your documentation part. Also, you need to have some commands on team management, communication techniques and everything, where you need to guide, give the references and get the work done from your subordinates or the people who are working under you. So this is the first level of management. After this, once you have a good enough experience, like I can say 15 to 18 years experience in the respective department, you will grab more knowledge about your department, about your area, about the companies, about the processes, and you can lead a bigger part or you can handle a bigger part into the company where you will be like as a deputy general manager or senior manager, general manager, vice president. These kind of postings will be there for you. And then there will be a final and top level management where the number of peoples are very less. You can see the pyramid structure where at the top, there will be a few peoples who will be at a position of CEO or COO or senior vice president, director, this kind of thing. So if you need to go step by step, you need to focus on certain things. So surely we will explain you about it into the next slide. So basically, this is the structure where we need to follow the entry level to the top management level. I'd like to go to the next slide where These explain about the mindset, skill set, and tool set. So these are the actions, these are the thoughts, and these are the usage of some tools in our day-to-day life, in professional as well as in a personal life. So to grow successfully in a career, we should have the good mindset and the good skill set. What is mean by good mindset and what is a good skill set? Good mindset is nothing but what we are thinking, what is our attitude, right? That is our mindset. Skill set means what? Is something that we are applying, we are executing the things, we are doing the things. That is our skill set that we learn based on our experience, based on our knowledge, based on our guidance given by the senior peoples. That is a skill set. And third is a tool set, which means that using the right tool at a right place at a right time. That is a tool set. If we are if we are not using a right tool at a right time, then we will not a good result. So basically, from the graduation to the higher level management, we need to reach. So we should have these things always with us to get a successful career. Like first is a consistent and good academic records. Now I included this point because you peoples are a fresher peoples when you will apply to any pharmaceutical company. So when your academic records are good enough to explain that you have a consistent a good candidate or good students in every year and you are getting a good marks, so your resume or your biodata will be at the top for the selection, right? So you should have a good academic record. Then you should have a strong scientific base. What it means, strong scientific base? Normally, the average student or the low average student, they are just getting the degree or postgraduate degree to survive into the market. But this will not be enough into the pharmaceutical industry. You should have a strong scientific base. What you are learning into the 3-year course or into the post-graduation course, that you should know about all these things, because this will be the base for your entire career. So you should have a strong scientific base. Then a sustained mindset or sustained interest. Like most of the peoples, they are good enough at an initial stage, but later on they are diluting their mindset. Why it happens? Because they don't keep sustained mindset or sustained interest into that work. So if you want to grow, you should have a sustained interest into your work to go continuously. The next step is a hard work. Later it becomes a smart work, because at a day one you cannot be a very smart. You need to do some hard work to learn the things, how the system works, how the department works, and overall how the company works. So you need to do a hard work, get the guidance from your seniors, get the guidance from the document which are available into your department. You need to use your academic knowledge to do some hard work. So once you are reaching up to certain levels, say for example, after 3 years or 5 years or 7 years of experience, then you can start using your hard work knowledge into the smart work, like your mindset, skill set, and tool set. Using these three things, you can be a smart worker. Then you should have a commitment and consistency in your work, because once you will be at a higher position, your commitment to your work, dedication to your work, and consistency to your work is more important, because it's not about a 1 day or 1 month success. You need to prove again and again your capabilities for your capabilities for to the department or to the top management that we are or I am maintaining my department or managing my activity consistently in a better way. So that you have to follow to have a successful career. Then you should have a good grasp in scientific concepts. What it means, the pharmaceutical company follows the GMP. GMP means a good manufacturing practices, or in terms of good laboratory practices where the QC department is there, the good laboratory practices. And nowadays, this GMP or GLP is talked as a CGMP or CGLP. C means current. So because every day there will be a new invention, there will be a new process, there will be a new techniques to do the work in a smarter way. So we are using this C as a current good practices, either it's manufacturing or laboratory testing practices. So these will be followed on a daily basis. You have to adapt the new techniques. You have to look around what other industries are following, what new concepts are developed, what new molecules are developed. Say, for example, I can explain here that initially or early in 2000 or in 1990s, we were more dependent on the tablet or capsule because that was the major portion of in medications. Then later on, we or the industry is moved into the injectable area because these injectable drugs are directly going into the blood and giving a quick result to the patients. Okay, because the tablet and capsule is a oral drug and injectable is directly into your blood veins. So this is the improvement. Now, the current stage is that the peoples or the scientists like you will be the scientist one day, of course. So you peoples are developing some new techniques where the targeted therapy are nowadays are very popular. Say, for example, if we have a cancer into our I can say a breast cancer or some lung cancer. So once you do a medication, once you give the IV medication or injectable, so this will be directly attack onto the those areas of affected which say for example lung cancer. So these medications will directly target those cancer cells which are available there on a particular body organ. So this is also one of the next level of improvement. So that is why the CGMP or CGLP is required. So you need to understand the scientific concepts, what we need to follow into the next level. And then you should have an analytical mindset. Analytical mindset is that understanding the logic, how the things work, how the chemistry works. Basically, here analytical mindset is required into the research and development as well as developing a new method or new molecule for the new drugs or new diseases. So that analytical mindset you should have to apply on a day-to-day activities into the pharmaceutical sector. So I hope I have tried to explain you about these things, how to enter into the pharmaceutical industry. I don't think there are some candidates available. So if they could have here, then we could discuss some question answer section. So thank
Hello.
you very much from my side. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, students are available in the YouTube channel, so they could not able to you see that in Zoom because we have restricted Zoom only for the panel only. So
Okay.
some students have asked about you that what is your journey from India, from the education to the Algeria? They wanted to know.
Okay. I would like to explain about myself. I'm basically from Sakri itself. I studied up to the 12th in Sakri. Then I moved for the Bachelor of Pharmacy degree into the Amravati University. I completed my graduation in 2005. Then I started working with a pharmaceutical company named as a Cipla into the Goa. That was my first job in 2005. And from 2005, I started my career with the industry and getting the knowledge from my seniors. See, the reading and keeping yourself updated is a far and utmost important thing you should follow, right? Because what you learn or what you listen, one day you can forget, but what you read, it will be always there with you. So reading the new things about a pharmaceutical requirement, reading some guidelines, reading your procedures, asking some question to your seniors and grasping a new techniques or new knowledge. So that I done over my initial career almost 4 or 5 years, and I quickly switch my position to the next level. So from 2005 to 2012, I can say I was at a initial and intermediate level. And once I moved to the Shilpa Medicare company where I worked as an assistant manager. From there, my career changes very drastically and I grow very fast because I got a good exposure there. Because once it works like a compounding effect. Initially, you will feel that you are not getting noticeable or you don't have enough knowledge about the system or process because this is your initial step. But once you will go to the next level, as your experience grows or as your knowledge grows, then you can get a good exposure. You are getting noticeable from your seniors, right? You need to follow a good practice, good ethics, or you need to be a smart in a work so that you will get a noticeable from your seniors, and then you will get a good opportunity. They will give you a good additional work, and once you prove it, then your growth will go fast. So that somehow I followed in my initial career, and today fortunately I'm here in Algeria, abroad I can say. And from last 3 years I'm working here with a new injectable project. Right from the conceptual design, I'm developing these industry at a final level where now we are producing our drugs. So I started this company when the construction was going on. So right from the machine selection, material of procurements and all these things. And now we are at a final stage and we are getting the approvals from the different regulatory countries. And then we will start our production and we will send our products into the different market. So that is the overall journey about me. I hope I tried to explain something about this.
Yes, sir. Yes. One of the question is also, what is the injectable? You have just
Okay.
mentioned.
Okay. Let me give you about some basic knowledge about the pharmaceutical dosage form. So what are the different dosage forms? See, we are taking a tablet or capsule, right? These are the oral dosage form. Oral means we are taking through mouth. These are the oral dosage form. Then there is another section is injectable, right? Injectable means injection or liquid, right? So that we are taking through our veins, or we are giving directly that drug into the blood. So that is a injectable, right? Say for example, when you go to in simple language saline, what you are taking that directly going into the blood. So that is nothing but an injectable, and one is oral solid. So these are two, I can say, a basic dosage form.
Okay, sir. That means what is the difference? How can we differentiate API and injectable? Both are same or they are different thing?
Okay, API is nothing but an active pharmaceutical ingredient. This is one kind of a powder. or a basic chemical, okay, which is I can say that paracetamol, if you go into the market and take the paracetamol, actual powder, you cannot directly take it because it's not processed. Paracetamol or the main actual drug, you cannot take it. So it need to be processed with other material. The testing or the mixing of other material will happen to, to manage or to take the next level of that API, which is suitable for us and which is capable enough to treat our diseases or our illness. So the API is actual main drug. Okay, so that is applicable or that can be used either in oral solid or in injectable. So as I given you the example of paracetamol, so paracetamol is a main powder which can be mixed with other powders, but that other powder is just a bulking agent, is just a supporting, I can say a supportive agent. With these API will be mixed with this powder and the powder will be get compressed in the compression machine and you will have a tablet, or it will be mixed with the powder and filled into the capsule and the capsule will get locked and that capsule we are consuming. So that API is available in all drugs, whether it's oral solid or in injection. In injection, what we are doing? That API, active drug, we are dissolving into the liquid, okay? And that liquid will be filled into the different forms like vials or ampoules or cartridges into these different forms, and then that will be given to ourselves. So the API is one form of active drug which is available both in oral solid tablets or capsules, I can say, or in an injectable dosage form. So that is API.
Okay, thank you, sir. It is very valuable information. Really, our student will enjoy this entire lecture. Any other question?
Sir, our student have some questions regarding QA and QC. Can you explain basic difference between
Okay,
QA and
perfect.
QC?
So QA, QA and QC, name itself indicates QA means quality assurance and QC means quality control. So what QC? Because the majority of chemistry students are getting the job in a QC department, QC, quality control, which is again bifurcated into the physicochemical and the microbiology section. So the QC department is checking the quality through a different test procedures. Okay. Quality control. They are taking the medicines, raw material, intermediate product, finished product. So they are checking whether the respective stage is meeting as per the standard stage or not. They have certain set of standard available with them, right? They have their guidance. They have their acceptance criteria mentioned in the actual or standard document. So whenever they received some sample, some material, some medications, they are doing the testing as I explained you, there are different section in the QC department. So they are checking this and they are verifying whether this result is meeting my requirement or not, as per my standard requirement not. So these are work done by the QC peoples. The QA peoples are something like quality assurance. So they are everywhere. These peoples will be responsible for entire department's operation. They will go into the production, they will go into the quality control, they will go into the research and development everywhere. These people's QA people will assure that whatever is happening into the different department, into different processes, these activity or these execution are as per the standard procedure. So they are always assuring the thing that whatever is happening is right as per the procedure and as per the regulated guidance. So these are the assurance work done by the QA people. Okay. And QC people, they are main focused on the testing activity. So this is main difference in a QC and QA. QA is assurance of all these activities. QC, they are doing the actual work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now I am going to conclude this lecture here. Today's president of the function, or principal of the college, Dr. R.R. Rajesh, sir, and inaugurator of this function, Dr. Gunal Sorane, sir, who is also BOS chairman of this university in chemistry. I would like to thank Rahul Gangurade, sir, for giving this very much encouraging lecture to our students. You have mentioned all the aspects of pharmacy and pharmaceutical concepts. I hope the student will enlighten this knowledge, and without hard work, nothing is possible. And your that symbol of giving the symbol towards the student. So I'm behalf of the organizer of this event seminar, I'm going to thank on that. Now I'm hand over this session towards Kadam sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Maratha sir will not join. Can you give introduction? Can you
Kadam
introduce?
sir, if Marathi sir yet not joined, I would like to give some tips about the preparation of your resume or your biodata. So because, yeah, if you all permit.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yeah.
Please,
So
sir.
once you completed your graduation and post graduation, your resume should be attractive, because the hiring managers or the interviewer, they are a busy professionals. They don't have enough time to go through your all word by word biodata. Okay, so your biodata or your resume should be attractive so that they can easily identify who is the right person for them. Okay, so there are some basic things I would like to say that, and I will also try to show my CV something just as a reference for you peoples. So when you are giving your resume, your biodata to the respective hiring manager, and when they are going through it, so what is the first question comes in a mind, that who is this person, right? So your name, your education has to be mentioned on the top. Then if they want to contact you, then how they will contact? So that is the second thought, right? So immediately your phone number or your email address or your postal address has to be mentioned in the resume or in the biodata. Then you need to give your brief introduction, not a lengthy one, but normally about 5 to 10 lines. In that 5 to 10 lines, a brief introduction about yourself, or we can say a professional summary. Who are experienced person, they have some professional summary. Those who are a fresher student, they can mention about their background, their educational background, what they have done, what the special knowledge they have, what special project maybe in their final degree or postgraduate degree, what special project they worked. So these summary they can mention in initially 5 to 10 lines. And after that, you need to mention some skills you have acquired throughout your life or during your education. Like skills means someone have a good communication skill, or someone have a leadership skill, someone is good in testing methods, someone good in uh, preparation of documents. So these are your special skills, right? So that you need to highlight immediately, so that the hiring manager, he will understand whether this person is suitable for his requirement or not. And then you need to mention something like your achievements, or your goals, what you achieved in your life. Or since you are a fresher student, so you cannot mention about professional experience, but what you achieved in your college life, or even postgraduate life, that you need to highlight it. So this is something, uh, key points, I would say, that should be a eye-catching when the hiring manager sees your resume. So I will just try to show here my CV for your reference purpose. Don't consider these as a standard, but this will be a reference kind of thing for you. All right. Uh, I hope my resume is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, normally the photograph is, some people's like it, some people's don't like it, but the concept or the reason keeping your good professional photo in your resume is give the hint to the hiring manager based on your facial expression or your body language, how this person is, whether he is arrogant, he is silent, he is that basic idea gives to the hiring manager. So most of the peoples nowadays, they are keeping their photo in their resume. So as I explained you, they should know that whose resume they are reading. So the name, your designation, and in which company you are working, or in which sector you are working. Okay. So that gives the basic idea that who is this person, what is his designation, and in which section he is working. So if they want to contact me immediately, I have my mobile number. I am from this area. And if they want to contact me through email, so this is my email ID. So these are the basic things which is eye catching, and they need it. They need to know that with whom they are going to deal. So these are some basic things. As I explained you about a professional summary, how much total experience you have, and what are the major accomplishment you have done in your experience, that you need to mention. Also, you need to mention about the objective, and as I explained, the key skill or additional skill, right? So these are the skills. If you are acquiring these, you need to mention with some, highlighted area, so that it will be eye-catching to the hiring managers, and they can figure it out whether you are right person or not. Also, you need to mention about your education and your personal details. And then, because these first page will be a more important to, because they don't spend much more time on on each resume, because they receive a lot of resumes from consultancies or placement agencies. So to get into the eyes of hiring manager, your first page should be a really impressive. Now, whatever the professional summary I mentioned here, maybe in 5 to 10 lines, these I explained in my second page. So I mentioned here company-wise experience. So my current company, I'm working here from August 2021 till today. What is my designation and which company I'm working with? And what are the things I'm doing here? Before that, in which company I worked? So from 2017 to 2021, I worked as a senior manager, as an operational head into this company. So I work for all these things. So these are my expertise. Then a step by step, I explain all these things here, right? But the hiring manager will not go one word by word because they don't spend that much time. That is real fact. So you need to have a good professional summary in a first page itself so that they will understand who is this person, what is his knowledge level, what experience he is carrying, what skills he is having, all these things. So preparing resume, of course, you can check into the Googles and you will get a good guidance about it. And your resume will be your first impression to the hiring manager because you are not there, face to face with him. So your resume should be with a good quality and attractive and eye catching. So this is something basic about preparation of resume and mentioning some bullet points on the resume. So thank you very much for this also.
Thank you, sir,
Thank you, sir.
for your valuable session. Next session will be coordinated Dr. Deepak Nagaraj, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kadam, sir. Our next invited talk that will be dealer from the Sunil Marathi, sir. They will join within the 5 minutes. Before that, I wanted to show some opportunities after the doing chemistry BScs. For that purpose, I am going to share some slides here. Student can get different job opportunities and different field after doing their graduations. So here are the slides. So myself, Dr. Deepak Nagarane from the HGP College Department of Chemistry. Career after BSc. Just I want to highlight some career prospects here. After BSc, you can do higher studies like MSc or PhD also. Or you can select any job opportunities. There are some higher studies you can do from the different universities, department, autonomous colleges are there. University affiliated college are there, from where you can study different field of chemistry like analytical, industrial, polymer, organic, inorganic, or physical chemistry also. There are another different scope are there for the higher studies. Like you can also join IITs from using the JAM exam. There are 23 IITs exist in India. Other institutes like ICT Mumbai, IISER, or IISc Bangalore are also offered a different higher study in chemistry also. After doing higher studies, you can also choose a job that will be a chemistry related job. Other than the chemistry related job are there. There are some jobs regarding scientific assistant in different government, non-government organization. You can also choose an industry from pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmaceutical, chemical, pesticide, cosmetic, food, beverages, healthcare, biotechnology, or polymer. Some job also provided by the testing agencies like testing different laboratories, clinical laboratories. There are food and drug administrations also provide very much beautiful jobs regarding chemistry subject. Other than chemistry, you can join different types of the civil service examination or different banking related or teaching related jobs. Apart from this, you can also choose some commercial or like selling some goods regarding chemistry, like glasswares, instruments. You can also find this new way for the job prospect. Government jobs are here mentioned different. You can make a screenshot of this job available in different government sectors like Bhava, atomic, geology, survey, like all this. I think Sunil Marathi sir is joined here. Marathi sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So I have to stop here. Thank you for this giving opportunity to small presentation. Now I am inviting Kadam sir to introduce our second invited talk, Sunil Marathi sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In the next session, we have Mr. Sunil Marathi sir as a resource person. It is our pleasure to introduce Mr. Sunil Marathi sir. Sir working as a technical director at Sagar Healthcare Limited, Ahmedabad. He was more than 13 years of rich and diversified experience in pharmaceutical manufacturing, four functional areas, research and development, quality and production. Sir also successfully faced more than 15 audits like USA, FDA, EU, GMP, Mexican FDA, UK, MHRA, etc. Now I request to Mr. Sunil Marathi sir to deliver his talk on pharmaceutical industry at glance. Over to you, sir.
First of all, I want to welcome sir by offering a virtual bouquet.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello sir. You can share your slides here.
Yeah. See, I have not prepared any slide presentation. Just
Yes.
I want to start what are the informations about the pharma industry. So can I start right now?
Yes sir. Yes sir. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone.
Sir, your
afternoon, everyone.
video not visible. Yes, sir. It is okay.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah. As since you have been introduced to me, so everyone having the information about me. So I just started the what is the now pharma industry at a glance. You know, the pharma industry is the knowledge-based industry. So it is required the number of subject expertise in the industry. So accordingly, basically there was engineering, then science, then pharmacy, pharmacology. So different types of. It is not only one subject expertise required in the pharma industry to establish, but it is number of expertise are required in the. So basically, there is the chemistry and the pharmacy. These two are the more subjects involved in the pharma industry. If you see the pharma industry starts from the some of the basic structures, like we call as a basic chemicals or basic intermediates, which are the part of the mainly in the drug, which is the fragment of the drug substance. So from there, actually, pharma industry has been started. Because if you having the some chemistry background or pharmacy background, so number of opportunities are available in the pharma industry. And specifically, if you see the Indian pharma industry, it is the that global 40% generic requirement is manufactured by the Indian pharma industry. So by considering this, if you see these more opportunities available in the Indian pharma industry. So for the chemistry and pharmacy graduates, yeah, if you see in the pharma industry, so there are number of departments are there. If you start from the research and development, where you can utilize your subject knowledge, organic chemistry as well as analytical chemistry. So from there, you start from the development of the products, different chemical structure entities that has been done by the different synthesis or different chemical analysis of the different current uh, current analytical techniques which are being utilized in the industry. So this is your one of the area for the chemistry students. Like, you know, having the very good knowledge, if you having the very good knowledge of the analytical knowledge, which is like the separation techniques, spectroscopies, then chromatographies, which are maybe the liquid chromatography or HP high performance liquid chromatography. Then like identification of the structures. So this is the basic requirement in the industry for the analytical chemistry. Once if you analyze, synthesize the product, but it is at times the same need is required to how we analyze and what are the methods and what is the best method to analyze the product. When we start from the research and development, the same thing has been transferred to the plant, commercial plant, to the manufacturing. Also in the manufacturing, there is the requirement of the like chemical engineers or maybe the science graduates. Now the pharmacy graduates also are there for the drug substance. Basically, it is divided into three parts. One is the intermediates, second is the drug substance, which is the main drug, main entity of the drug, and third is the formulation, we call as formulation. So these are the three main types of the pharma industry. If you see the intermediates, basically there is the chemistry involved. In the drug substance, both pharmacy always has the chemistry is involved. If you see the formulation, basically there is the formulation. So that in formulation, in analytical part, there are the chemistry graduates, and in formulation part, which is on the formulate the drug, there is the pharmacy graduates. So to formulate the final product of the maybe the oral solid or liquid injectables or any of the dosage form which are available in the market, there has been formulated from the basic drug substance only. This is the main ingredient is the basic drug substance, and for the basic to manufacture the basic drug substance, we require the different chemical entities like intermediates or starting materials. And also, if you see the injectable formulation, there is huge requirement of microbiology, because this is nothing but on the engineering and microbiology is the mainstream for the injectable formulations. So, as you are having some chemistry post-graduation or graduations, your subject knowledge is most important for the starting of your career. If you learn at this stage, what are the different techniques of the separations, what are the different techniques for the analysis, for analysis of any molecule, analysis of any entity, then you are having also any good chemistry for the synthesis, which is also the very good scope in the industry, because there is today every drug is having, there is no that much life currently, because innovator of the in the industry, like basically innovator means who is innovate the first drug substance. So they are the innovators. They are every 5 to 10 years there is the new derivatives of the drug which is currently utilized, or there is another drug substance which is utilized for the existing therapy used on the number of disease which is therapeutic indications. So once they do the development of the drugs and everything, then there is after 5 to 10 years, there is the generic version. Even it is generic version, but it also need whoever made the generic version, that also need their research and development very strong to compare the innovator's drug substance. When you compare the innovator drug substance, you are having that capability to how they have utilized, what are the components they have used, what is their quality, what is their physical form, what is their chemical form. So each and every, if there is, what are the impurities are available, so how they control the impurity. So each and every things we need to prove compared to the drug substance, innovator. So to do this, there is specifically you require the chemistry knowledge, basically from the organic chemistry or from the analytical chemistry. If you see the organic chemistry, you should know the different options of the synthesis. Like there is one target molecule. Synthesize this molecule, maybe the other route also. This they call as the non-infringing. They have innovated the drug substance, route of synthesis, and they file the patent. If you synthesize the same drug in the another route, so this is non-infringing. You are not infringing their route of synthesis. You are in the different route of the different option of that route. So, by the way, this is only the generic basic information I'm giving. But if you see the pharma industry, the very vast knowledge-based industry, we cannot conclude within the maybe 30-minute session. This because there is each and every subject is very vast. If you see only analytical, because there is the impurity profiling, then another is what is the form. If you know the crystalline form, there are the different crystalline forms. You need to analyze the XRD of that. Then you so that characterizations have been done for that molecules. For the characterization, you should have the very thorough knowledge of the spectroscopy, like NMR, IR, then DSC. Then you should have the knowledge on the crystallography. So how we crystallize this product. So these are the different techniques of the analysis. And you know the residual, what are the solvents available in that? In that, you know the gas chromatography, that knowledge of the gas chromatography. So such type of this is the basic tests are in the to analyze the substance. Then if you go for the synthesis I already explained. So you should have you should know the chemistry knowledge and chemistry knowledge. So in that chemistry knowledge, you should have the what are the reactions currently exist, what are the naming reactions, how we do the hybridization, what we do, because in the chemistry also there is the green chemistry are currently very aggressively coming into the industry. Like this is a flow chemistry. We are in the currently working on the batch chemistry. In the batch chemistry, like I will take some reagent, some in the starting material in the solvent and do the some hydrolysis or maybe the some hydrogenation or this. Plus in the flow chemistry, there is the flow reactor. In the flow reactor, there is the tubing only. In the tubing, there is the reaction happen and the product is come out simultaneously. At the one time you are providing the reagents and at the one end you are getting the product. But in the batch chemistry, once you put all these things, they're mixing, then maybe heating, maybe distillations, all these things happen, then you have to take the product later on. So these are the synthesis part of the drug substance. If you go to the, then once you having this knowledge of the drug substance, maybe the chemistry, and there is another formulation. Now if you go to the formulation, there is again, the formulation is basically the physical chemistry and physiology. So how you behave that your molecule to the human body, and another is the whatever the shape, size, thickness of that. Basically, if it is the solid drug, in the solid drug, you know the tablet there is the thickness, then your shape, your body, then there are the how it will be the strength, what will be the your hardness, what will be your thickness, you know the protein, and the how you granulate this product. Because in the drug substance, along with you are mixing some of the excipients. Okay, once you mix the excipients and how it is how it will be stable, that form of the tablet throughout their life cycle. Life cycle when it is expiry is 3 years, so we call it as a life cycle of that drug. So in that again, analysis part is there. If you see the chemistry is involved throughout from intermediate to the finished dosage. This is involves the chemistry. Maybe that is analytical chemistry or maybe the synthesis chemistry. So there is a huge scope of the chemistry in the pharma industry. So I would say if you take this opportunity and at this stage your work is only to learn the different techniques of the chemistry, different synthesis methods of the chemistry, different like physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry. So this is no indistinguished industry, but at the same time, you should have this expertise at this some of the area. Like if you organic chemistry, then you can expert on the synthesis of the molecules. If you are in the analytical chemistry, so you are on the expertise of the analytical. If you say you should start the career in the industry, there are the number of departments like R&D. If you are in the sector of organic chemistry, you can join as R&D, research and development, formulation development. You are in the physical chemistry, you can join the formulation development of the pharma industry. If you are having any analytical expertise, you can have the analytical development department. You can start your career with analytical development department. And once you start your analytical, so automatic one, if you are in the subject knowledge at the beginning, so automatically if you do the same things practically, so automatically your experience will be grow accordingly. Your also expertise will increases, and your expertise will be increases. Industry is looking for that. To heading of the department. Once you heading of the department, you are the HOD. Then you are you are having the one of the business. You are having this is the business development. You should have the one of the persons, one of the main the pillar of that company to identify the article which is required to the different. Because if you see once we can manufacture the drug substance, but there are some regulations in the different countries, like there is the currently if you see the advanced regulator, there is US, UK, then Europe, they are and Japan, we call as advanced regulators. Because their regulators, their health agencies, they cannot allow your product unless until they will take the whatever the development program of your product. They all review your development data. Based on the development data, they allow the export in your country, in that country. So while you submit your dossier, we call as if it is the formulation, we call as a dossier. Once you file the dossier, in that which drug substance you have used, what is your calculation of drug substance, what is your manufacturing, what is the your impurity profile, everything they are asked as a dossier in the dossier, and they review the dossier. They are also having the expertise in the chemistry and formulation, and they review and they ask the query, why this impurity are not captured, why this impurity limit is like that, why you so many questions are there. In that, if you are having your expertise, so there is no any limit in the industry for your career. Okay. So I think I have been maybe explain some of the basics in the industry, or if you want to be very thorough on this, so we can have maybe the one day, because I want to be as a one day seminar for this, because it is the very vast subjects from intermediate drug substance to formulation. So each and every component we need to have at least 2-3 hours to explain it to you, because right from development of intermediate to finished formulation, so many activities involves like development, regulatory, then your manufacturing techniques, then your equipments also, your environment. What is the environment you are manufacturing? Because if there is molecule is having the any molecules having the some it is potential to degrade in the waters, so we need to again control the atmosphere. So many things are also the product nature is depend on their characteristics. We need to analyze all these characteristics for the stability. Once you manufacture the product, but we need to stability of that product throughout the life cycle. So these are so many things are involved in that manufacturing process, and it is specifically knowledge-based industry. Pharmaceutical industry is the knowledge-based industry. So on that, so many expertise are required. Maybe the analytical, maybe the formulation, maybe the engineering. So these are the things, and I want to explain to you right from basic to the formulation and what is the regulatory involvement. If you you come across that what is the generic and what is the generic medicine and what is your branded medicine. In this, what is the difference? Like that, if you see some of the innovator, when you need the formulation and he's the innovator, he is doing each and every study like we call as BAB study also, bioequivalence study. So that bioequivalence study they have performed on maybe the animals, maybe the healthy volunteers for the safety of the products, maybe the patients. So all that data they on the study and they find the dossier. And when they approve, the regulatory agencies like US and Europe, they approve the innovators drugs. And once this is after 10 years, if this is in generic version, once their patent is over, then we try to manufacture the same version of the generic molecules. By that time, we also need to compare that drug with our study. In our drug also need the B study, bioequivalence study, bioavailability of that drug. So these are the so many factors involved in the pharma industry. So if I want to be explained one by one, so it requires more time to you and number of sessions. So if you are having any questions, you can ask regarding your careers, what are the opportunities, and what is your thought process. Hello?
Thank you very much, sir. Student want to know what is the production in any pharmaceutical industry. Production and different sectors are there. So which branch is more important regarding different pay scales as per job prospect?
If
Production
you
or
see
any QA?
No, see, there is the quality assurance one department, but in the pharma industry, no, all departments are that much of the importance. But your master is required. You want your career if you having the QA. So in the QA, if you choose the QA, so your ability to what are the different regulatory guidelines? Okay, that you need to be study on the QA. So what are the GMP requirement of each and every product? So what is the basic thinkings, basic synthesis part, basic analytical part, that you need to the knowledge on that QA. If you want to go to the manufacturing is the only. So what is the engineering concepts in the production is something is about the also the chemistry as engineering. Both involvement is there. like unit operations. Unit operations may be the mass transfer. So how we consider mass transfer, then separation techniques, like one of the product slurry is there. I want to separate the wet cake and then dry into the products. How we can separate this cake? Maybe we utilize centrifuge, maybe utilize the loose filter. So what type of filter I need to use? So if you want to go into the productions, you also having some engineering background. You also thought on the engineering concepts. You to learn the engineering concept like mass transfer, heat transfer. So that's the concept. If you want to go to the QA, you need to require additional study on the different regulatory guidelines from the US, maybe the ICH guideline. So these are the different guidelines. You need to have in your backman. You learn all the guidelines. If you want the analytical, then you need to different principles of the analyticals. Maybe the spectroscopy, chromatography, then crystallography. So these are the different techniques you need to master in the analytical department. So each and every is very important. But in the industry, once you have the experience on any of the subjects, and your leadership is also required, because not only the subject knowledge, but in the industries, the same thing, administrative. Because once you after 10 to 15 years, you don't need to more in the because your subject knowledge requirement and involvement is less, but you are the more administratively, then management, then your different knowledges, decision taking ability. This is required in the industry for 10 to 15 years. So you should have the one of the head department, then factor site, then site head. After that, you are having maybe the group technical director. Like that, these are the different milestones is there. So if you having during your 10 years, if you adopt the knowledges of all the faculties, then you should have one of the leader in the industry.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we are moving towards our last session. The last session's topic, that is a presentation talk. For this, I want to invite principal of college, Dr. R.R. Ahire sir, to express their presidential talk.
Yes, sir.
What do you? Ahire sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. As we are on the verge concluding session of our university level online workshop, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to all of you for your active participation. A special thanks goes to Dr. Gunman Sonone sir for inaugurating our events. Your presence and support have greatly enhanced the significance of today's gathering. I also want to extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed speakers, Mr. Sunil Marathe from Sakar Healthcare Limited and Mr. Rahul Gangude, Deputy General Manager in Algeria. Your insights into the industry have provided us with valuable perspective and have illuminated new pathway for our student. We are really thankful to both the resource persons. A big round of thanks to our chemistry department, their dedication and hard work in organizing such a type of workshop have been crucial to its success, and they have ensured that this event not only provided the learning opportunity but also fostered a platform for meaningful delegates in networking. Sir, Mr. Rahul Gangude focus on a journey from education to industry and some job opportunity and process and role in pharmaceutical. And last side is a very important mindset, skill set, and टूल सेट्स. मी सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांना सांगेन की हा एक महत्वाचा पार्ट आहे. आता आपल्याला सुनील मराठे सर जे आपले अल्युमिनी आहेत आणि त्यांनी सुद्धा आपल्याला सांगितलं की आपल्याला ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी ज्या आहेत की आपला माइंडसेट एकदम परफेक्ट असणं गरजेचं आहे आणि तुमच्यामधले स्किल जे असतील तर ते आपल्याला कसे डेव्हलप करता येतील. आणि सरांनी आता मगाशी सांगितलं मराठे सरांनी की आपल्याला जे इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये वापरले जाणारे जे इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स आहेत तर त्याचं नॉलेज आपल्याला जास्तीत जास्त कसं मिळवता येईल हाही एक महत्वाचा भाग या निमित्तानं आपल्याला ऐकायला मिळालेला आणि ते नक्कीच तुमच्या कामासाठी उपयोगी पडेल असं मला वाटतं. As you have forward in your academic and professional journey, I encourage you to explore the deserved career opportunities available in the field of chemistry and consider the role in pharmaceutical, environmental sciences, research, and chemical analysis. Uh, Engaging in internship and building a strong professional network will key to unlock your future career potential. Thank you once again for your enthusiasm and commitment. Look forward how you will apply the knowledge gained today to make impactful contribution in the field of chemistry. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now we are moving towards our last session of this seminar. That is a vote of thanks. For a vote of thanks, I would like to invite Mr. Magar sir to do the vote of thanks.
Hello, sir. Now audible, sir? Hello? Okay. So it's a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this university level seminar. First and foremost, my heartfelt thanks to inaugurator for this seminar, Professor Dr. Gunwan Sonone sir, for his valuable presence and valuable guidance. Thank you very much, sir. I am thankful to President of this university level seminar, Principal Dada Sahib Dr. R.R. Airi sir, for his words of encouragement. His able guidance always encourages us. Thank you very much, sir. I am also thankful to keynote speaker for first session, Mr. Rahul Gangurde sir, who guiding us on topic journey from education to industry. Sir, your valuable session is very much helpful for all our students and also all of us. Thank you very much, sir. I am also thankful to keynote speaker for second session, Mr. Sunil Marathi sir, who guiding us on topic pharmaceutical industry at a glance. Sir, your valuable guidance is also very much helpful for all of us, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I am also thankful to Vice Principal of our college, Dr. E.B. Patil, sir, for your valuable presence. And on the behalf of Department of Chemistry, Vidya Vikas Mandals, Sitaram Govinda Patil, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sakri, I am thankful to all the dignitaries who are present here, all the faculty members, and last but not least, all the students who are present here. Thank you all. Thank you very much, sir. Now, with the prior permission of organizing committee, this program is over. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Marathi sir, and thank you, Gangurde sir, again.
Thank you very much.
Actually, we would like to invite personally, offline, if possible, any seminar. So it will be more benefited towards the student.
Sure, because as Marathi sir told that this is very big subject and vast area, and it's quite hardly, in a half an hour or 45 minutes explaining about the scope or the opportunities in the pharmaceutical area, it's difficult. So maybe we can divide these sessions in small parts where